promise part 2. He rang the bell. A loud man opened the door. "You're here for the job?" "Yes, sir. I'm Mr. Curtis. You'll drive me, clean the car, and help at parties. 600 a week and food included." Chris agreed quickly. At first, the work was fine. He washed cars, served drinks, and stayed polite. But life inside that house was full of shouting. Mr. Curtis complained about everything. His wife looked sad, and their daughter Tina spent her days taking photos and calling him cute driver. One night, she tried to flirt with him in the garage. Chris stepped back and said, "Miss Tina, please don't. It isn't right." She laughed loudly. "You think you're too good for me?" The next morning, Mr. Curtis called him to the office. "Pack your things, you're fired." Chris tried to explain, but the man waved his hand. "I don't need excuses." So Chris walked out carrying his small bag again. By evening, he was tired and hungry. The air was cold and his stomach felt tight from emptiness. As he walked down the quiet street, the warm smell of food came from a small restaurant that was almost closing. Through the glass, he saw a woman wiping tables and humming softly. He pushed the door open. The bell above it made a small sound. She turned and looked at him. Her eyes were calm but full of surprise. "I'm sorry," she said kindly. "We're about to close." "I understand," he said. "I just need a few minutes to sit. Maybe a little food if it's not too late." She looked at him for a moment as if trying to read his face. Then she nodded. "You can sit there." She walked to the counter and opened a small bag she had packed to take home. Inside was fresh food, rice, chicken, and vegetables. She placed it on a plate and brought it to him. "Here," she said with a smile. "I was going to give this to someone else, but tonight, it's yours." Chris reached into his pocket. He had only a few small coins and one crumpled note. "I don't have enough," he said quietly. "Maybe I can pay part of it." She shook her head. "No, it's okay. You can keep your money. Just eat." He looked at her, unsure what to say. No one had spoken to him so kindly in a long time. She went back to the counter and poured a glass of juice, then returned and placed it beside his plate. "You'll need this too," she said, smiling again. Chris looked up at her. The light from the hanging lamp touched her face softly. Her eyes were warm and bright, and for a moment he forgot how tired he was. "You're very kind," he said. "Not many people would do this. Where do you come from?" She paused for a second, then smiled. "I'm from South Africa," she said softly. "What's your name?" Chris asked with a curious glint in his eye. "My name is Lena Makosa. What about you?" Chris smiled softly.